I predict that in the very near future, in 5-10 years time, we'd see a major change with implantables, with sensors around the human body, in our clothing. Things are evolving very, very fast. The other day I came across a brilliant innovation from United States. It was a smart toilet seat. So wearables and sensors, the sensors of wearables, they start going where you less expect. So instead of being on your wrist, they might be in your toilet or in your chair or in your car or in your shoes, and smart shoes, smart belts, smart rings, AirPods, anywhere they can go, they will be unrecognizable, I believe.
Okay, I've got a tagline for the smart seat. Get your shit together.
No, man, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. We should contact the brand. The brand.
But yeah, no, I definitely see a future where it's just gonna keep going more so in that direction. You mentioned implantables. That to me is like the final frontier. I mean, when if we're putting chips in our brain or whatever other variations of implantables there are, that gets pretty sophisticated pretty quickly, and the stakes get higher, I think, at that point, because now we're talking about like literal cyborg, a future where cyborgs are for sure a thing. Like right now we have bionic arms and legs and things like that, but like when it's full integration with implantables, I mean, maybe you can give us a snapshot of what's coming. Where is that tech right now, and what do you think is coming in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I believe it will be a matter of time. There is a study, if you perhaps Google it, microchips in Sweden. Sweden done a study with 3,000 people. There are highly major concerns around safety, about you can get an infection, you can get, I don't know, someone can chop your arm or your wrist because you got your credit card information there. I mean, there are all these concerns, yeah. But in Sweden, they done a 3,000 people study using a very small implantable chip, the size of a grain of rice, with 3 grams only on the wrist, and they have your health data. You can have your office key, your gym key, your credit card information. So imagine, instead of in the morning go to the office and open, or even your house, and you just go, and I believe that will come eventually mainstream in 5-10 years time. I cannot predict it will be next year, but there are also deep concerns around I've got my, I don't know, my car key or my house on my wrist, and hackers, they want to go anywhere they can, and now they more or less always find a way. If they find a way to hack big organizations, they will find a way to hack a system, or so there are many concerns. And also because it's implantable in your body, there are concerns about infections. Is it detrimental to your body function? Does it conflict with your organs? So there are many theses that they're not found because we're not actually there yet. So
yeah, that brings up a lot of concerns. Okay, the first one is if implanting there, and then you have all of the things right here, what's stopping some criminal from coming, and I know it's kind of macabre, but chopping off your arm right there and then, going and stealing all your shit. So that's one. The second is, if they're hacking directly into you, like, can they control you at that point? How much control do they have? What if they cause it to like short circuit, and then there's this piece of equipment or technology that's like really close to your very key arteries and vessels and the important stuff right here. Third is, what happens if it runs out of battery? How the fuck do you charge that? Do you just put on a watch or a charging band or something like that? Like, if it's in you and it runs out of battery, how do you fix that? How do you troubleshoot? Technology gets stuck. Sometimes you need to refresh it. How do you refresh it if it's in you? You can't really you know what I'm saying? So it brings up a lot of concerns there. I guess technology has to fix that, but those are kind of the initial things on the concerning side. But on the positive side, That would be extremely convenient, and that would make things way easier. But the question is, like, why not just use a watch for that, or something that's not that doesn't have to go in you? Like, why not just use a wearable like that? That's kind of this is my question.
Yeah, much easier and more practical in a way. Yeah, but the natural progression is to be smaller and integrated in your body in the future. Let's wait and see if Elon Musk is innovating into driving taxis and things. So we will see. God knows when our children are adults, what's gonna happen in the world. My son the other day was talking about, oh yeah, one day we can have a flying taxi. Well, it might be a Uber. But what about the accidents in the air? But anyway, we're talking about these things. They're not there, but they will eventually come one day,